So today was the debate in Parliament about non-stun slaughter, and as expected, it was a shameful outcome and a shameful debate. Rupert Lowe stood his ground and stood up and said it as it is, and said that all non-stun slaughter, whether that's halal, kosher or any other form of non-stun slaughter, should absolutely 100% be banned. The vast majority of Labour MPs completely bottled it and either didn't speak or spoke saying that it shouldn't be banned. Seemingly they value votes in certain constituencies far more than they value humanity or animal rights, and that's been made very, very clear. Even more shamefully, very, very few Conservatives spoke up against it. 0 Reform MPs were actually even in Parliament. Now, I'm aware they only have 5 MPs, and apparently they had a conference down in Wales where the majority of their people were, so it is difficult for them, but surely they must understand that this is an issue that's very close to the heart of what they should be standing for, and means an awful lot to a lot of the constituents and voters that they should either already have on board or are trying to win over. What you also had were a number of MPs, some independents and some Labour MPs, all Islamic MPs, standing up and disgracefully claiming that this was a far-right plot and that it was far-right agitators. And in a committee, one MP even compared this to the Nazis in 1930 and what they did to the Jews, and that it's all basically a racist plot against Muslims to get rid of halal. From my perspective, it's not about halal, it's about non-stun slaughter. It's about all religious slaughter. That means halal and kosher. The killing and slaughter of animals should be done based on one thing and one thing only: making it as painless, efficient and swift as possible. Doing it based on belief in some sky fairy. And I don't care what flavour of sky fairy that is. I would say exactly the same thing if it was Christian, if it was Buddhist, whether it's Jewish, whether it's Muslim, whether it's Sikh, whether it's any flavour of religion. Killing it based on that is wrong. It's idiotic, it's moronic, it should not be done. It should be done based on one thing alone, making it as swift and painless as humanly possible or humanely possible. That's the only way and the only reason to do it. So it should 100% be banned. And anyone who has not spoken in favour of banning it, in my book, is a coward. It's as simple as that. And trying to equate it with being a far-right plot is just absolute rubbish. Complete and utter rubbish. So, what do you think? What did your MP say? Did they speak out? Why didn't Reform send at least one MP to the chamber to speak on this topic? Why are Conservative MPs bottling it? Why are working class Labour MPs bottling it? Is it really just fear of their constituents and placing votes above morality that has caused this? Apparently I just read a post by a Muslim commentator, I'm not sure who it was, who said that actually 60% of halal slaughter is done through the use of stunning and 0% of kosher slaughter is done through stunning. If that's the case, then I'm completely against kosher slaughter. I don't want to make this a race to the bottom between the two. Get rid of all of it. But the fact is that the 40% remaining of halal slaughter that is not done through stunning far, far outweighs the amount of slaughter done using kosher methods, because kosher food is a far, 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 far smaller percentage of the food available in this country compared to halal food. That's just a fact. We need to get rid of all of it. I don't mean get rid of all food, and I'm not saying we ban all halal products, I'm not saying we ban all kosher products. I'm talking purely about the means of slaughter. Non-stun slaughter should be ended tomorrow. And I don't see how anyone sane can argue against that. Let me know what you think.